step right up. Don't miss the show of a lifetime. It's the Madhouse Midway. Right, hey, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
I am Manny.
My name's Sebastian.
And, man, it's been a couple of days. Hope you guys have enjoyed what we've put up. But, you know, we're heading into the holiday season, so, you know, that's usually Love Fest. Usually means if you're single, you're looking for somebody, and you end up finding somebody that gets you through the season and then breaks your heart right around, I don't know, March.
Damn right.
So let me ask you. You know, let me rephrase that.
Uh-huh.
There are a lot of people that work with a lot of women.
Yeah.
How do you feel about dating chicks from work?
Just getting straight down to the nitty gritty. I mean, go.
Why not? What the hell? Well, I mean, because, you know, the Bible says you covet what you see every day.
Yeah.
So you're going to start with the girls that you're around all the time.
Right.
And they may not be women that you normally would be like, dang.
Yeah,
But,
no.
you know, you find things about them that you like because you're around them so often.
Yeah.
So let's start there.
Yeah, no, you know, I've done my fair share of dating women from work, especially working in the restaurant business. You know what I mean? You know, you meet a lot of servers, you meet a lot of bartenders. You know, it's not that bad, Mingo, to be honest with you. It's just, you know, as long as you guys are adults about things and, you know, if things don't work out, you know, it's all good, man, you know, and you're right, you know, because that's where you basically, you know, you're most comfortable with, you know what I mean? You get to know each other, you're around each other all the time, you get comfortable, you get to know each other. Like, I remember a long time ago when I was working at this restaurant, I can't say the name, I don't want to say the name, and there was one particular girl that everybody that worked there was like, oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. And to me, she was like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool, you know? But then I got to know her, and she was cool as shit. And little by little, I was like, damn, you know, she's attractive.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Yeah, you know, and then after all, I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. You know what I mean? But I didn't, at first, I wasn't like all about it. You know, I was like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
But after getting to know her, and it's because, like I said, you know, you get comfortable with each other.
Well, you spend at least, you know, 40 hours a week, 30 hours a week with certain people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're around them, and after a while, you know, you could only talk so much about work, and then it becomes personal, and then doors open.
And the problem with that too, and you know, it's difficult because, especially if they have somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they're in a relationship.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, again, you know, you're spending so much time with each other that you know, shit just happens. You know what I mean? Because you get comfortable with each other.
Well,
you know?
spend so much time with each other, and then you get to see like when they're off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they come in and they're not acting exactly like they normally would. So, hey, you okay? Everything all right?
And, oh, you know.
And then they feel comfortable enough with you that, I'm just having problems at home. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, and see, that's the problem, because, you know, obviously if they have problems at home, they should really talk to their spouse or their boyfriend or their girlfriend about that, because, you know, the last thing you want to do is if, like I say, if my girlfriend was working with another dude at her job, and, you know, all of a sudden, like, her and I get into a little argument or something, and then she goes and tells that dude, oh, it's just, and the guy's like, hey, you're okay? He's like, yeah, you know, and I just had a fight with my boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? And then she starts letting loose and start getting comfortable. And he's like, no, girl, this is what you got to do. It's hard, Mingo. It is, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you eventually, I think you'll start catching feelings. And, you know,
I just had this conversation with somebody the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, about how it just, you know, you especially when, you know, it may come off innocently as, oh, you know, everything all right. You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
It starts off innocently, but you open that door.
Yeah.
And as soon as you open that door,
all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, because then that dude starts saying things against the man that you're with. And then you're like, then as a woman, that piques your interest, and then you're like, hey,
because
wait a minute.
Women are emotional creatures.
Yeah.
They feel that connection with that dude, you know?
Exactly. So that creates issues. But as long as they didn't have somebody,
it's all good.
You're all good. Oh,
it's all good. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude, for sure. And even if like, you know, if they're fresh off the boat, saying like they just broke up with their boyfriend or whatever the case is.
Like, wow, that sounded fresh off the boat awful. Is something totally different.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm saying like just fresh off of a breakup, I guess is what I meant to say.
Yeah,
You know
fresh
what I
out
mean?
of a relationship.
Yeah, and
Jesus
and they're still going through their little emotional
Man's
spats.
gonna get in trouble on accident.
What does that mean, fresh? I thought it was like
Yes, they're
like
doing
generally speaking, like
fresh
whatever.
off, fresh off the boat is like
Is it like a slang?
Asian
Asian
immigrants.
people. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Why would we lie to you about
I
that?
don't know.
We're trying to
have you-
fucking help
Holy
you.
shit,
Have you
dude,
never
that's
seen
what- I
that
can't go
fucking
around
show
saying
on
that
TV?
shit.
It's called Fresh Off the Boat, and it's about a Filipino family.
I had no idea, dude. I've been saying that all the time.
Oh my fuck.
Holy shit,
It's
dude.
amazing.
Hey, so
you
are you
don't get-
fresh off the boat? Excuse me?
It's amazing you don't get beat up.
Oh no, I don't know, dude. I've been lucky so far. Well,
Really?
I never said I haven't, but not for that particular reason.
Holy shnikes.
No, dude. Yeah, the thing is, I've worked with a lot of women in the past, and sometimes I even work with their ex-boyfriends at work. You know what I mean? And some other dudes, they're like, "Hey, that's cool, dude. If you like her, go for it." I mean, you gotta have
That's
some.
a trap and a half.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I've been around the block and then some, dude. And to me, it's like if you have that connection with someone, you have that connection with someone, dude. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? There's that whole bros before women thing. You know what I mean?
bros before women.
You gotta say it that way
Yeah,
nowadays.
I was gonna say,
PG-13.
We say fuck and all the other curse
And we
words.
can't say
No, we
hoes.
can't say hoes.
No. You can say hoes. You just can't say
In
bros
that
before hoes.
context,
Yes, because bros before hoes is all against this
Offensive.
whole this feministic
Shut up.
mental.
bunch of
I'm
pansies.
being too much of a fucking man.
Yeah.
bunch of fucking pansies.
All right, so
That's
you know,
another
bros
problem.
before
right
hoes.
there. Yeah.
Thanks for bringing me back down, Sebastian.
That's what he's here for.
Grounded. Fuck
Holy
grounded
shit.
shit. Look. No, but seriously,
Yeah.
he's fucking right though. You know
Yeah.
what? It is what it is.
Yeah.
Because they say the same shit, right?
Yeah.
Chicks before dicks, right?
Oh. I never heard that before.
heard that before?
Oh,
to get more
shit, dude.
stupider.
Oh my god.
Jeez almighty.
Girls rule, boys drool. Like, come the fuck on. We can't say bros before hoes.
And the thing is that they try to play off like these innocent little dude. This whole feminist movement thing that happened a while back, man. A lot of women are becoming more masculine than men. It's throwing off this whole equilibrium between men and women, Mingo. To be honest with you,
So what?
equilibrium? Like it's
equilibrium.
yeah, it's just like throwing the whole thing
I
off.
wasn't going to say anything. I was going to leave it because I knew what he was going for. I wasn't going to be an asshole. Okay.
Well, he opened the door by saying "Ukulukulurum."
It's true though, dude. Like these women are becoming more like men, and men are becoming more like fucking pussies. You know what I
Well,
mean?
You're right. There's so much. Like it all started off. Here's where my thought process is on that whole shit. And this is what happened. So, 8, 10, maybe even 15 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Where men were, gangs and all that shit were at their height.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
Guys went to jail,
Mm-hmm.
or guys were just leaving these chicks after having sex with them,
Yeah.
and they had to bring up this kid on their own,
Okay.
right? So there was no man in this kid's life. All he saw was his mom primping the shit out of herself to go try to find him a new dad,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So he began to, then that's how I. So
Image became important.
yeah. So they washed their face and they pluck their fucking eyebrows and they make themselves really
Moisturize.
pretty
Yeah, they moisturize.
before they leave. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And they matched the shit out of everything they had.
Right.
Now I didn't start matching until I had a little bit of money.
Okay.
But before then it was fuck whatever I could grab that didn't stink. Let's go.
Let's go. Clean
good.
and that's it.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
used to like I lived right across the street over here where I was growing up.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to get up in the morning and people would be at my house for me to work on their car already.
Oh, shit.
Lowering cars, doing all kinds of things, doing this, painting that, cleaning this, polishing that.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, everybody was always at the pad doing something.
Yeah.
So I would always, I'd go to work at a bank and I'd look clean. I'd come home, change, and I'm dirty till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh shit. That's
You know what I mean?
That's tight. Yeah.
But I would, from there, hey, let's go eat. All right, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change. I wouldn't go, let's go.
Yeah. Because you were working all day. Like fuck it. You know.
Just a fucking man. My mom always told
Yeah.
me, Miko, why, don't worry about taking a shower, just go.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, but what if there's a cute girl there? Well, then she knows that you like to work, that you work hard for her.
Exactly.
So go.
Exactly.
You know what? You're right, Mom. And if they
Exactly.
don't like it, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you stop hitting the table? You keep knocking my mic down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that what's going on? Because I
like-
keep you reaching down.
No, I'm being judgmental, so I have to pound my gavel.
Yeah. But go ahead.
I don't know. I was gonna.
Uh-huh.
I lost my train of thought, but
I threw off his equilibrium.
Yeah, and you know, like my thoughts exactly, Mingo. Like I feel like if you look at society nowadays, you know, most of these guys, I see a fucking shitload of YouTube of guys saying like, you know, hey, like 10 ways to use moisturizer and 10 ways to do your hair and 10 ways to wear your jeans and 10 ways to, you know,
What kind of fucking YouTube videos are you watching?
it's,
he
you know,
just told you.
yes.
Why though?
Well, because, you know, to be honest with you, research for me, everything that we're doing now with the show, I see everything on YouTube, and it helps me to develop like what we're gonna be talking about and stuff like that. And so when I see these YouTube videos and I
And it
see
helps me get rid of these big old bags under my eyes.
right, I use this cucumber flush.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God! Don't
Of
say
all
cucumber.
things to use,
Don't
And
say
flush.
cucumber.
You say
and flush.
cucumber. Of all fucking fruits to use, you say
Cucumber flush, amigo. Holy shit! Holy shit, dude. I see all
Me
these.
echo todo el pepino hasta que me.
Fucking cucumber or fucking grapefruit technique.
You know, it's because I was thinking of cucumbers because these women put cucumbers in
We
their
don't
eyes.
want to know.
You know what I mean? And the thing is that, and then all these women are nowadays, like I see YouTube videos again.
So what you're saying is you want to know how to handle a cucumber before you get around
Absolutely,
women.
absolutely. You know, you have to learn.
Jesus.
And I see all these women nowadays like, I don't need no man. I could do every shit by myself. Fuck him. All this other shit, right? And, you know, they're becoming more and more masculine. You know what I mean?
Does it scare you?
It doesn't. Well, actually, you know what? It does. It does scare me because if it continues this way, like,
Well, here I'm gonna shut
Man,
this
you
shit
ain't gonna
down.
get no more fucking.
Here I'm gonna
Yeah,
shut
man.
this shit down for you right now.
all right,
All right?
let's see.
Because everybody always gives me shit because I always say, hey,
Yeah.
I wanna either get a maid or I'm gonna get me a girlfriend or a wife. That way I don't have to worry about cleaning the house.
Okay.
And they get all pissed off. Oh, why can't you do it yourself? And why don't you're gonna help and all this? Well,
Right.
look,
Right.
here's the deal.
Right.
If I get married or I get a wife,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to be inside cleaning. I'm going to be outside doing the yard. I'm going to be washing the car. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do all the manly shit, right?
Right.
And when she says, hey, why aren't you inside helping me wash the dishes? Well, why the fuck aren't you out here helping me pull weeds or washing the car?
Yeah.
Go
Exactly.
fuck back in there and make me a sandwich.
But you know what,
I
Mingo?
in
You're
no way
right.
condone any of the bullshit that he's spewing across the table over there.
but a part of you knows I'm right, right?
Well,
I mean,
you
I know you're right in your own mind.
me and Mingo had a discussion about this the other day, and I was telling him that because I had a lot of friends, you know, they're telling me about, you know, like, you know, their husbands or their boyfriends or whatever, and they're oh, what is that? Oh, it's
It's just a dog.
It's just the dog. And you know what I've heard is that a lot of these women are telling me like, oh yeah, you know, I go to work, huh? Oh, I go to work. I wash. I cook. I clean. I take my kids to school. I do this. I do that. I do this and do that. And you know, I'm like, and I told Mingo like, and then I told my friends like these girls. I'm like, wait a second. So you wash his clothes. You wash his underwear. You iron his clothes for work for the next day. He comes home. He comes home and says, hey, I don't have any pants clean. So you go and do laundry for him and blah blah blah. And I was telling Mingo like I keep telling my friends like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not a fucking slave, right? Like what the fuck are you doing? But then, see, the thing is with women, they don't tell you or they don't tell me the shit that he does, right?
Right.
He's, you know, and Mingo made a good point. Mingo, you were telling me, well, yeah, but like when the oil needs to get done on the car, or if the car breaks down, I need to go fix a tire,
Or they came home and they were busy on their way home and they forgot to get gas. Babe, go put gas in my car. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and all this other shit that you do, like, you know, mowing the lawn, doing all this other stuff, I forget about that stuff because guys do all that shit.
She's not gonna jump on the roof and throw tar on there when there's a leak and it's raining outside.
Exactly.
Who's got to do all that shit?
Guys have to do it. You know what I mean? And again, it goes through that whole feminist movement.
But
you know?
it goes way back to where, like, you know, and this there's a lot of people that do this.
Dude,
and,
I'm not gonna get laid ever again by saying this.
you know, yeah, right. And you know, a lot of it. Look, a lot of it was based on how life was in the 50s and 60s. It really
Yes.
was, because women didn't work,
Right.
so that was the expectation. Keep the house. That was their job. Keep
Yeah.
the house clean. Do all that stuff. Well,
Kids.
just
Yeah.
because we want extra things and things cost, and you have to leave the house
Yeah,
and still work. That's still your job.
I see.
That's still your job.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I worked,
yeah,
I fed and brought home the bacon for this family,
yeah.
and yet I still maintained the car, did all the manly things. I built your damn birdhouse that you wanted. I did this, I did that. Whatever you needed that needed to be done around the house, I handled that shit.
Right,
Right?
right.
So
right.
this was your job,
Yeah,
and now you got another job on top of it. Just like I had my job and I had my home job.
exactly.
So
exactly.
now the relationship is truly equal, because we both have two jobs in essence.
Right, right.
And
So
yes, and maintaining the kids and doing all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
that's a job we do together.
Absolutely, absolutely. Helping the kids with schoolwork. You take them to school. You know, half and half. That's cool. And
Absolutely.
that's the way it should be.
And there is no
You know?
coming there. And here's my point to that is, there's no coming home for men. And listen, fuckers, there's no coming home and saying, hey, no, you take care of the kids. I'm tired. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Both of you guys go to work. Both of you guys come home
Right.
and do your portion of whatever your set housework is, whether
Right.
it's inside or outside.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Then the both of you have to take care of the children.
Right.
It's not one person's duty to do that.
Right.
Those days are gone.
Yeah.
That I'll agree with.
Absolutely, and I agree with you 100%, Mingo, because I also have a lot of friends. I don't want to say like what they're all about, but a lot of them tell me like, well, I want a guy to just take care of me. I want him to take care of me financially and everything that I work for. I want to do it I want to spend that money for myself. You know what I mean?
Sugar daddy.
It's basically they're basically prostituting themselves, because I think to myself like, wait a second. So you want to go into a relationship to take, right? So you're just going to go in there, get what you can, and then whatever you make, you're going to use that for yourself.
Okay, so let me ask
know?
you: is this woman young or is she?
I've talked to a lot of women that are older, and a few of them that are young.
Okay.
They tell me that almost the same
So
thing.
I would say the ones that are on the older end of the spectrum,
Yeah.
they're like that because they were the ones that gave wholeheartedly,
Yeah.
and they're the ones that did all the work in their early relationships,
Uh-huh.
and they got burned and said, "Not doing it
Fuck
anymore.
this. Yeah.
I need to take care of myself. Nobody want to take care of me, then I'll take care of myself and let them do it all."
Yeah. But
You know, and there are some men that will
do that.
That'll do that.
yeah.
But they're not men.
No, they're not. No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There has to be boundaries. Whether you set them or men do.
Yeah.
Or both of you do them together.
Yeah.
The problem now, because of the way society sets it up with this feminist movement and us,
Yeah.
is that as soon as you start in a relationship, after you're done courting and all that shit goes on,
Yeah.
then it becomes a fight for power. Who's in charge of the relationship?
Yeah. Who's on top?
Right.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
doesn't need to be that way.
No, it doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
if you truly look at it and say, hey, this isn't a 50-50 relationship, it's 100-100, then there is no master in the home.
Absolutely.
You could tell all your people and everybody outside of the house who the fuck's king
Yeah.
or who's queen. But when you come home, you're a fucking partnership.
Absolutely.
So that means you say, okay, well, this is what's going on. This is what we need to do. This is where my mind's at. What do you think?
Absolutely. You're there to give. Both of you are there to give. That's it. There's no give, take. It's give, period. You know
so,
what I mean?
Sebastian, let me ask you a question because you got awfully quiet.
Okay. Well, I'm letting you two fuckers rant. I'm letting you two bury your goddamn selves.
Well, and I'm glad that you allowed us to do that, but I'm going to
shit.
put you on the spot.
Okay.
Because
Oh, yeah.
now, you know, you're 20,
Right.
and this is the point at which you're gonna start to find somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and that person's gonna start to mean more to you than the chicks before and all that kind of shit. So what is your expectation out of a relationship, and how do you feel you want it to work?
You mean like divvying it up?
Well, just give me a roundabout. I'll ask you questions as you go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 50-50.
Okay, but a
Just like
relationship.
keep it as even as, like, yeah, I'll work, and if, I mean, obviously, because I already have something, but, yeah, just don't let the other person fail because you feel like you have to be on top, I guess.
I like
If that makes sense.
I like that.
I'm gonna say it to you differently. Don't fail that other person because they feel they have to be on top. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Oh, I like that even better, Mingo.
So let me give you this tidbit of information, and this goes for everybody out there in a relationship, men, women, anybody listening, young, old, whatever it is.
Your mic's fucked.
Get yourself your own bank account at a different bank that has nothing to do with you and
Yes.
and whoever you're with,
Yep.
and you don't have to keep any more than $200 or $300 in that account.
Right.
That's all that account is for. You're not to use it for anything else. Get yourself $200-$300 in that account. Men, especially men, listen to me, fuckers. You need to get that account. That way, if something happens and you get in a fight and you don't have anywhere to go, instead of staying there and feeding the fire,
Yep.
and feeding the argument,
Yep.
go pull money out of your stash and go rent a hotel room. Don't go find you somebody to join you in that hotel room.
Let the situation diffuse itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then once you both are calm, you come back and talk about it.
about
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And there's no
Don't
place.
go into it hot-headed.
That's right. And there's no place in a relationship for you did this, you did that, you did. You know what? I feel like,
yes.
when this happens, I feel like,
Yes.
because then you're
It's
taking the
not
fucking
pointing
wind out of their
fingers.
sail.
Yep.
It's not pointing
Yeah.
fingers.
Correct. You say it like that, and you're good. See, because as soon as you say, "Oh, well, I'm on the fucking defensive," what, bitch? What do I do?
Yeah, yeah, and then
You
they
know what I
come
mean?
at you. It's like straight up fucking. They already, like you were saying earlier, like they already have this whole argument already planned out. And they already ran through their head like 20,000 times, and you get home and they just start attacking you. You're like, whoa, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Like, let me soak this in, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point that you bring that up.
Yeah.
Look, guys, listen.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll come home, and by the time you get home, your old lady has sat on whatever she's going to argue with you about all day long and has fought it every
She
which way
knows
from Sunday.
All your responses.
Right. So you're not going to win
You're not-
at that point.
Right.
What you need to say is this: hey, I understand that you're upset. I can appreciate the fact I'd probably be upset too. Give me a minute to kind of gather my thoughts, because you've already thought about it all. I'm just, you kind of caught me off guard. Let me think about it, and I'll come back to you with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that for me. Wind out of her sail.
Yeah.
She can't fucking argue about that,
Right.
and just let it be. And take your time and figure out your game plan.
Right, you're defensive.
Yeah, call your boys if you need to lie for you, whatever it is you need to do at that point. But get your shit together, because you got a big fight coming.
Absolutely, and you better be prepared.
Yeah.
Because again, women are emotional creatures, men are logical
And
thinkers.
she's gonna Bruce Lee your ass like ain't nobody's business.
But
son.
ninja that mind, dude.
Yep. She'll bend your mind frontwards, backwards, and every which way to figure out. Even if she's not right, if there's a hint that she is, you're done.
And all jokes aside, dude, I fucking love women, dude. I love what they are, who they are. You know what I mean? I just love women, and the thing is, again, even women themselves don't understand what they want.
Well,
you know what I mean?
And I've said this before, and I don't know if you, but I enjoy being married.
No.
I like having somebody to come home to and share my day with, and share my evening with, whatever that evening is. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And just spend time together. I enjoy that.
Yeah,
To me, that's what a marriage and life should be like. You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Yeah,
But not everybody thinks that way. I miss being in a relationship.
in a relationship. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. To be honest with you, like, I've been single for a little bit. I've had my fun already. I'm at a point in my life where, the good thing about what I went through, Mingo, is that since my divorce,
You were married?
I was
I don't see
married.
you being married.
Yeah.
That's why he's divorced.
Honestly, like, now that I'm single for the last, I don't even know, like 3 years already, I can honestly say I've been through my share of having fun, right? And now I know what I really want.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for women and men out there that are very young, I always tell them, like, don't settle right away. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you really don't even know what you want. You're barely scratching the surface of who you are when you hit your 30s, dude.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, what's funny is that my youngest son is 17 now,
Yeah.
and I had a conversation when he was 16, because
Sexting.
when he was 16.
God
Jesus
damn,
Christ.
that boy is 17. That's fucking scary.
shit.
and he was dead set on, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what my life is gonna be,
As in a
I
career
said,
or what?
Yeah, just overall. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, there's no way at 17. There's no way that you could be that dude. Had the same conversation with him at 18.
So he
This
changed
is
his
what I
mind
want to
again,
do. I
or
said,
he
there's
changed.
no way you can sit here and tell me that at 18 you know exactly what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
I said, there's no way. You don't even know who you are yet.
No, nope.
You know what I mean?
I had a friend of mine when I was growing up in El Centro, and I remember one of our neighbors. He was like in his 30s, I think. And my brother and I grew up in this apartment complex, and we would always see him with like some beautiful girls, dude. He would have girls coming in and out of his apartment all the time, and we would talk to him like, and stuff like that. And he would tell us like, you know what, guys? He goes, just have fun. You guys are super young, blah blah. Blah. And I thought to myself like, oh, you're dumb, dude. Like, I want a girlfriend. Like, I want to be with someone. Period. Like, I don't want to be messing around with all these women. Like, you're crazy.
And then
he
Manny had fun.
Exactly.
Right? That money, man, he got a little piece. He was like, oh.
And then when
That old man was right.
Yeah.
he was right. But during that time when he was telling me this shit, Mingo, I didn't believe him because I was like, man, you're dumb. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I want to be with a girlfriend. And one thing that he stuck out to me, and I take this to my day till to today right now. Yeah. Stuck out, eh? He told me this one thing, and he says, Manny, you don't even know who you are right now.
Right.
He goes, you're barely it's gonna be like a light bulb in your head. When you hit your 30s, you're gonna be like, God damn, dude, I don't like the same shit I liked when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
And I told him like, you're dumb, dude. I already know what I like, right?
Right.
Dude,
But then he showed Manny what he was gonna like.
Exactly.
Boing.
I hit my 30s, dude, and he was spot on, dude. I think I was like 31, 32. I never really dated Latina women. I was always with Asian women or white women.
Right.
And all of a sudden my taste started to change, dude. Like, it was crazy. Like, not that I don't like white women or any other women. It's just that my liking started to change. I started to like actually Latina women now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, well, what the hell's going on with me? I used to hate fish. Now I love fish. You know what I mean? It's funny how all that shit happened. And when I was younger, dude, I thought to myself, this is the way I'm going to be for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And it's true. You're barely scratching the surface of who you are when you hit your 30s, dude.
Yep. Pretty
You
much.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Any final words, Sebastian?
No, I got nothing.
No, man.
Just have fun, and enjoy yourself, enjoy your relationships, enjoy each other, communicate with each other. I think that's the best thing for you guys to do. Just have an open communication, and tell each other what you guys want out of each other. Yeah.
And if you don't, you better learn how to cheat and be smart about it.
Absolutely. That was my next
Don't
thing.
listen to the fucking man. Right?
I'm just
You're gonna
kidding.
get yourselves in fucking trouble.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
shit.
I don't condone cheating. If you don't like where you're at and you're unhappy,
Get the hell out
get
of it.
out.
Absolutely.
Be honest and get out.
Absolutely.
One quick point before we go, though.
Please.
Let us know what you think about longer podcasts. Keep it between 20 or 30 minutes, 30 or 45 minutes. Comment down below. Let us know what you think. Like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we upload our next videos.
There you go.
Hey, thank you guys.
Yeah.
We love you, and we'll talk to you again in a couple days.
Peace.